Hey there guys, welcome back to Planet Mithril. I'm being joined today by Mary. Hey Mary, say hi. This is Mary. She's going to join me today for an unboxing and building of the brand new Personalities of Bree blister, which came out in conjunction with the Crest of the Ringbearer about a week ago, 2 weeks ago I think. So let's go over and have a little open up on the blister and just see what these new models are about. It is quite late on a Saturday night and I can't sleep. And I recently acquired the new Personalities of Bree blister pack, which was recently released from Games Workshop, and I figured as it's a weekend, it's not a school night, I can't sleep, so why don't we crack on and get some good old hobby done with these new releases. And I thought this was the best opportunity to do a little unboxing for you, just to show off the sculpts, have a little chat about the models, and just divulge some thoughts on them. The Personalities of Bree set was brought out, I think either in conjunction with or just after the Crest of the Ringbearer book. I know I'm harping on about that book quite a lot on the channel at the moment, and I'll do it because we are so keen to get this campaign up and running. But in this blister pack we have Harry Goatleaf, who is the gatekeeper in Bree when the Hobbits arrive. Who unfortunately, I believe in the films, gets trampled by the ring race. So, spoiler alert. We have Mr. Barliman Butterbur himself, somewhat my spirit animal, I must admit, and I'll go into that in a minute when we open the blister pack up. And we have everyone's favourite model, a lovely new sculpt of Bill the Pony, which has been much needed for the Fellowship list, since the old Bill the Pony model is no longer available. And it's, from first glances, all the sculpts look really nice, look really lovely, and I mean, it's Forge World resin, so it's going to be pretty top notch. I'm not going to lie. I've seen a few people kind of commenting and kind of wondering if this was a really necessary release. Although there are some things that I'm sure the community would really want to see first, and you know, everyone's got their preferred things they'd like to see come out as soon as they can. I've got my own little personal list. Please, Plastic Ranger Faramir on horse, please. Personally, I actually really quite like the look of this blister. It's fun, it's themey, and that's what Lord of the Rings and Middle-earth should be. It should be themey. They are pretty much only used, I believe, for one scenario in the Crest of the Ringbearer. And you know what, that's fine. They've got some uses in the game as well as that, which is always nice to have, and they can all ally into various lists. Again, I'll go into that in a second. I'm not going to go too much into the rules. I'm not going to spoil too much of the actual model stat-wise for you because, you know, I mean, you need to buy the book because the book is awesome. It's one of my favourite books that the Games Workshop have done for a long time. Really good fun. But yeah, although probably not expected, personally, I think this is a really fun little blister, and I'm really looking forward to cracking these open and getting some paint on them. So let's have a little look at each individual model. So let's start off with Mr. Goatleaf himself. I mean, like I say, this is all Forge World resin, so the quality is uncomparable. It's absolutely fantastic quality stuff. Firstly, what I'm going to say is the likeness to the old fellow we see at the Gate of Bree is quite astounding, actually. You only see him for probably about 8 seconds of screen time overall. But just the way the cloak moulds down, you've got the lovely little possibility for highlighting over here. You've got little tufts of hair poking down under the hood, and this little grimaced expression there. Really characterful. It's a really lovely, clean looking cloak. And for all you painters out there, there is definite possibility of some OSL, object source lighting, with this little lantern, which is a nice little feature, which I believe will just stick on there. Not the most taxing model to put together at all, but yeah, quite a nice way to start off. Yeah, in the game, he's got some fun little rules with the lantern. Again, I won't go into that too much because you know, I don't want to spoil the rest of the book for those who haven't bought it yet. But yeah, some nice little shenanigans with his lantern, which are quite fun. Again, as with Butterbur as well, he is historical allies with the Fellowship, so you can take him in the Fellowship list, or you can ally him in with the Fellowship list, I should say, and is convenient allies with pretty much every other good list under the sun, which is quite nice. So he's a nice little cheap independent hero. Oh, he's a minor hero, apologies, no, a minor hero. So yeah, he's a nice little 40-point minor hero that you can ally in to any of your good fellowship lists, or any just good lists in general actually. If you just need that little bit of extra bolster, if you can't quite find the points for a whole nother warband, then he's a nice little addition to put in there. And like I say, he's got some shenanigans with his lantern, which are always fun to see. So we'll pop him over here. And let's go to number 2, Mr. Barliman Butterbur himself. Again, right, just look at that face. That is an incredible face. And I'll tell you what, I am super jealous of that moustache. That moustache is incredible. I wish I could grow a moustache like that. Again, just really captures the look of the character from the films. He's got his nice little belly apron protruding over the front there. His hairline making a hasty retreat across his head. And I'll tell you what, I actually really do connect with this character a lot more than I would normally, because he is holding basically my diet in his hand. He's got a plate of bread, wedge of cheese, and a couple of tankards of beer, and I mean, that is basically my diet on a day-to-day basis. Bread and cheese predominantly. I am 90% hobby and 10% cheese. So yeah, to be able to have him wandering around the battlefield with beer and cheese and everything is quite fun there. Again, he's a 40-point minor hero, so another great little addition to any good list. He, as well as Harry Goatleaf, he does ally in with the Fellowship as historical allies and as convenient allies with pretty much every other list under the sun. Again, he has some lovely synergies with Bill the Pony, which is really nice. And actually, the combination of his special rule at your service and Bill the Pony's second breakfast really bolsters a Fellowship force. So if you want to make a competitive Fellowship force, I genuinely think you couldn't go much farther wrong than putting this guy in with him. So that would be a really nice little addition to any kind of thematic Fellowship force. And again, it's a real shame these guys are only really used in the one scenario, because it'd be great to have these guys a bit more tabletop time. But I suppose we can't have everything, can we? So, but again, really lovely little sculpt. Really looking forward to putting him together and getting a bit of paint on there. And he's got quite a simple, not quite as simple as Harry Goatleaf, who is predominantly going to be browns, a bit of flesh, a bit of grey hair, and whatever OSL you want to do on the lantern. But again, quite that rustic tabard, lots of beiges and browns and a few bits of grey, a little bit of flesh, and you'd be pretty much spot on with getting this guy painted and ready for the tabletop. Okay, let's move on to the hero of the hour, the brand new sculpt of Bill the Pony. And already, the detail in this new sculpt from 4-dried resin compared to the old metal Bill the Pony is brilliant. It comes in a few extra pieces than I thought it would. So you've got the bulk of the pony's right side here. He's got his pack and all his gear there. He's got his left legs all separate, as is generally the custom with quite a lot of the metal sculpts now. You usually got to glue on a couple of legs. And he's got what looks like actually Sam's pack and saucepan there. There we are. Look. Got Sam's little saucepan just there. So he's actually got a load of Sam's gear on him. That's a nice little feature. I didn't realise that was specifically Sam. It might not be specifically Sam, but I like to think it is, because Mr. Samwise Gamgee had a lot of love for this pony, as does everybody, quite rightly so. If you're making a thematic Fellowship force on their journey from Rivendell to Mount Doom, I think, again, you can't go much further wrong than sticking this little fella in for 25 points. His second breakfast rule: each turn, a single member of the Fellowship that ends their move in base contact with Bill the Pony can attempt to gain a single point of might, will, or fate spent early in the battle on a roll of a 5+. Now that does synergize really well with Barliman Butterbur's At Your Service, which is a very similar type of thing, but I believe it's for wounds rather than might, will, and fate. So not only can you replenish your might, will, and fate stores, potentially you can replenish your wound stores as well. If you've got a powerhouse hero like Aragorn or Boromir taking punishment, that's a really nice little vignette to be able to keep him alive on the battlefield a bit longer. And especially considering that Boromir of Gondor doesn't have any fate points either, so to be able to keep him alive on those wounds when he starts dropping is going to be quite handy. And on top of that, Bill the Pony does actually count as a banner for all members of the Fellowship, which is a nice little way of just making sure you can punch those combats through with those big heroes and give the Hobbits a chance to win a few more fights than they would normally. But overall, yeah, I really like this Bill the Pony sculpt. It's got a lovely shaped head, some lovely detail in the mane and the tail there, and you can see all the muscle definition just down the backs of his legs. Considering it's quite a small model, they've done really well to get as much detail in here as they have. So I'm really looking forward to getting this guy built up, painted, and join my fellowship on their quest. Okay, so that is a little brief rundown of the models, what they are, and kind of what you can expect to look forward to in this pack. Yeah, we've got Harry Goatleaf here with his little lantern, nice 2-part kit. Barliman Butterbur in 3 pieces again with his bread and cheese for the win, absolutely. And Bill the Pony is going to be a 4-part component piece, but I've taken top spot up the top. And also, I might also add that mould lines, there aren't very many to be seen. You've got a bit of a distinctive one down here. You've got a bit of a distinctive one down here on Mr. Goatleaf, but that's not too bad to get rid of. Butterbur, I'm actually genuinely kind of struggling to see if there are any distinctive mould lines. There'll be a couple of his lapels and his shoulders maybe, but there's not an awful lot glaring on there. Bill himself, again, is looking pretty clean, so they've done well to make sure that there's as much detail in the model as there is, but also making it quite easy to get these guys tabletop ready and paint ready. Yeah, we'll do a quick little 360 of all these models once I've built them up. Like I say, it's quite late on a Saturday and I've got nothing better to do other than sleep, and I can't do that at the moment for whatever reason, but hey ho, the best time to get some hobby done. You're always your most productive when you're exhausted, and it should be bedtime. So we'll put a pot of coffee on and we'll get these guys built up, and we'll give you a quick little 360 at the end, like we do with the painting tutorials. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you a quick little rundown of what's in the box and the kind of detail and level that you can expect to get from Games Workshop from this pack. I think it's a great little pack, great little fun, a great little bit of fun. I'm really glad I got hold of these. It's un-Bree-leivable, absolutely un-Bree-leivable. So I will see you at the 360s. Thanks guys, bye. So there we have it, 3 brand new Forge World resin models to bring some more character and more depth to those small little areas in Middle Earth that we have not yet explored. I think they're great little additions and I cannot wait to use them on the tabletop. We'll be doing painting tutorials for all 3 of them, so keep an eye out for that, and we'll also do a little showcase of them when they're all finished, and that way when people have had a bit more time to refamiliarise themselves with the rules, and we're not going to be risk spoiling anything for them, we can go through everything and just see how their synergies work and how they work in each army list. Until that time, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!